Hi, well, I'm Emily Jacob, and welcome to MZR&R Tips for Rescue and Resilience. I'm sharing tips to help navigate these uncertain times and any type of times. Rescue is so that you can self-rescue when you feel anxious, overwhelmed, or flat out panicked. And resilience is so you can build an inner core that means you need to self-rescue less often. And the trick is to practice these tips quite frequently, the way you would build a muscle strength, so that that resilience builds and you rely on self-rescuing far less frequently. So today's tip is not a technique, actually. It's actually a plain old-fashioned tip for what might be helping you, or what could help you in today's times and any type of times. And that's all about the power of scent and scented oil. So I carry around with me lavender everywhere. So get it on screen. Lavender is my miracle go-to. It helps me sleep. It helps me feel calm. If I've got an itch, it soothes it. It's great for eczema. It's great for cuts. Essentially, I think everyone should carry lavender with them. But it's also a really lovely, lovely calming smell. A little soporific maybe sometimes, which is why it's good for sleep. But lavender is amazing. I also carry Peace and Calming, which does what it says on the tin. Smells delicious and really calms down, and is basically peace, a little bit peace in a bottle. So why do scents work? Why is it that I'm saying that that just start taking a little snifter, as it were, snifter? Why do scents work? Well, essentially, first thing is, of all of our senses, the sense of smell is the fastest to reach our brain. So it's literally nanoseconds. It reaches our brain far faster than if we taste something, if we hear something, if we're touched. The sense of smell is something that hits right of our, in our brain very, very quickly, and we're making sense of that smell, and we are starting to piece together what that smell means to us. And the sense of smell, parts of that hit in the brain go to the amygdala and the hippocampus. So the amygdala is really the sort of the central part of the limbic system, the part of our brain that focuses very much on emotions. The amygdala focuses very much on the, it controls the fear response. So it will, it decides before we've even consciously decided, can consciously come to any decisions. The amygdala decides if we are under threat and what response it should take to that threat. And so if it smells something that thinks is a predator, and that's why it does this, of course, from caveman times, it puts us on that high alert if it can sense that a lion is close by, for example. It's very, very linked into emotions as well. So if you're selling your house, you're told to brew some coffee and bake a cake so that the house smells comforting, and that's really to ensure that the people who are coming around to view your house are really keyed in to feelings of comfort and security that coffee and cakes are known to give out. And the other thing that the other place the smell reaches is the hippocampus. The hippocampus part of the brain is the part of the brain where memories are stored. So you will link a memory with an emotion through the hippocampus and the amygdala and the limbic system, and you'll be able to decide, okay, is this a good smell or a bad smell? Am I needing to be on edge or or can I be calmed? And it's why very often, if you've experienced trauma, you will feel yourself getting very tense and very much on edge, just because somebody's walked past that somebody might have absolutely no facial or physical characteristics that are the same as the attacker, but the smell that they're carrying could you might not have noticed consciously, but your brain will have done. Or the other example, you might be sitting on a crowded tube next to someone who's wearing, you could swear, the same perfume that your grandmother used to wear, and suddenly you're transported into memories of being a child and sitting and talking to your gran. And so essentially smell is really powerful, really powerful. And if you can find a smell that makes you feel calm, and you can teach yourself to feel calm with a particular smell as well by always smelling it when you want to start to breathe more deeply, you can start to associate that smell with feeling calm. So take a deep breath into your morning coffee, or to flowers you might have cut from your garden, or wherever there is a nice aroma, and really kind of let your nose absorb all of the smells. Now, normally I would suggest that you go out and go to a place where they sell various different aromatherapy oils and decide which one you like. Obviously, right now that's not an option, now that the stores are closed and you're not supposed to leave except for essential food shopping and exercise. But what I would suggest is that you browse online and take a look at the different properties that the different essential oils are claiming to have, and see what one speaks to you, what's sort of tap into your intuition or your instinct of what you think will work for you. Do you know that you really love the smell of the cedar trees, or that you love more of an earthy kind of smell? Do you know that you really prefer more of a flowery kind of aroma, or a fruity kind of aroma? So tap into what you know you like, and get yourself an oil. They do different things. So this one's rosemary. It's quite energizing, and in fact, actually, if you go into your herb cupboard and decide which of your herbs and spices you really like, see if you can get the essential oil that goes along with them as well. And one of the tips I would say as well is, if you don't want to be carrying an essential oil around, and when all this is over and you're back at work and you've found that you like to have something to hand to take a deep breathe of, to help you to ground yourself and calm, then Olbas, which is or even the plain eucalyptus oil on your desk, is quite a good alibi, I guess is the right word. So you could always say, well, you're sniffing it because you feel like you've got a cold coming on, rather than you need to feel calm. Although I would recommend honesty about mental health. I hope that one of the things that comes out of all of this is that we can start to have much more open conversations about how we stay balanced and sane and mentally well, and that all of us can feel empowered to say, actually, I need to just ground myself for a moment, please. So that's really everything I think I wanted to say about scent. Look out for it everywhere around your house. So you might have scented candles. You might have flowers, as I said, the coffee when you're cooking, your herbs and spices racks. So look out for scents, and be seeing yourself, orienting yourself. So does this scent, do I like it? Is it making me feel calm? Is it making me feel more energized? What role does this scent play? Or is it just a smell and I don't feel anything particularly positive or negative about it? Once we start to tap into how our different senses can really pull us into the now and keep us grounded and calm, then we start to feel more empowered and able to take on more of the load. And there's enough load at the moment, isn't there? So that's everything for now. I hope you've enjoyed watching, hearing me talk about scent and watching. So if you have enjoyed, please do share, please comment, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.